Welcome back to Lavender Town VGC. I'm your host with the Ghost Rye, and we got a brand new team, folks. I mean, it's not brand new because we're still playing around Blacephalon, but let's be real here. My last team was kind of bullshit. It didn't really have a bunch of great matchups. The second Blacephalon went down, everything kind of went to all hell. The real problem was I was looking at Blacephalon totally wrong. Like, it's not an Ultra Beast where you can, like, set it up and have it just sweep through whole teams. This isn't a Zerker tree we're dealing with. It's more like Cortana or Neolego, where it's something that you save for the back and kind of clean up with. So I decided, okay, I'm going to start from scratch. I'm going to build a whole new team built around Blacephalon. So this team looks a lot different, obviously. It's been a week. I've been working on this for a little bit. So obviously we have 5 new Pokemon. We'll kind of go into what they do as we go along. But let's just jump right into it, guys. Let's do it. I'm sorry it's been a whole week with no videos, and I feel terrible, but I hated the other team. It was so bad. It had, like, all these, like, Pokemon that's, like, whole job was to, like, help Blacephalon stay alive. Blacephalon dies to everything. Like, every single hit will kill Blacephalon. So let's start with Fabi from Germany. Let's see what he's got. He's got... actually, this is a pretty cool team. Greninja, Incineroar, Landorus, Manectric. Alright, I kind of know what I want to do here. Aegislash and Tyranitar. So, you'll see that, like, part of this team is kind of, like, resembles Jamie Boyd's team he won a regional with the superior Persian. So we're going to lead with that. My version of this team is a little bit different. I think Finny is pretty great here, actually. So we're going to go with Finny. And the real question is, do I want Manectric or something else? I kind of like Blacephalon. Not really. So, like, the main problem with Blacephalon has, like, really bad matchups sometimes. And, like, he doesn't do amazing against certain teams. But against a team like this, he might be alright just because he outspeeds a lot of stuff. The issue is that he gets, like, easily knocked out by, like, 3 or 4 of these Pokemon. So, I think I might go Celesteela, honestly. Actually, no, Celesteela's terrible in this matchup. You know what? I'm going to go Blacephalon. You know what? It's a new team. Bring Blacephalon. Let's do it. So, the main difference between, like, my team and Jamie Boyd's team, Jamie Boyd had a wide lens superior, which is, like, genius because it doesn't miss its attacks, which is really essential. But I wanted to try Waterium Z. I think it was Tommy Cooleen made a joke. It might have been Tommy Cooleen. I might be missing out my Pokemon Twitter people, but he made a joke about how superior gets Aqua Tail, and I did a calc on it. So, I mean, let's just try this out real quick. I don't know if his Greninja's gonna go for an attack right off the bat, but all right, let's try this real quick. So, I should be able to OHKO with Hydro Vortex here if he decides to go for it. I'm going to fake out the Greninja in case he goes from Map Lock. I don't know what Incineroar is going to want to do, though. Alright, so if my calcs are right, and depending on this Incineroar's EV spread, this might KO. The thing is, like, Aqua Tail at -1 or technically +1 because of contrary. It might actually get a KO. I have a Timid Nature superior, too, so... let's see if this works. I'm probably going for Flare Blitz here. Depending on how bulky he is. Ooh, it doesn't KO. Ooh, alright. We still did, like, a ton of damage, though, so I'm, like, actually okay with that turn. Alright, we lose Superior. But that's not very, so... ooh, never mind. Okay. The point is we got rid of Incineroar, which I think actually is going to be pretty clutch later on. Let's bring in Finny, I guess? And we'll go from there. Alright, so that was basically the idea of the superior set. I would have been nice if we had been able to just, like, cleanly KO the Incineroar, but these things happen. It's all good. Alright. Do we think the Greninja has Gunk Shot? Possibly. I'm gonna go for this anyway. And we're just going to foul play the Aegislash. Aegislash in shield form has, like, terrible attacks, so this isn't going to do a ton of damage, but I need to kind of... ooh, he's got Gunk Shot. Oh, no. I don't know... ooh, Finny avoids. that is so clutch. That's the problem with running Gunk Shot. It's just like, it's so not accurate. This is Specs Moonblast, so this should KO. Alright, we're getting like a lot of like nice... Ooh, wow. We get a crit and a special attack drop. But I'm actually kind of shocked that Greninja survived that. I mean, I guess he technically had become a poison type, so like that's probably why. But Finny's gonna eat that right up. I should eat it up a little bit better, but these things happen. Alright, so I think he probably goes into... He might go for another Sludge Bomb here. Ooh, I don't want to switch, though. Actually, you know what? Fuck it. I think he's gonna probably... He probably goes for... What's it called? King Shield here. So, let me foul play the Greninja. Either way, I wanted Finny out of there. Wow, alright. So, I mean, it's Scarf Greninja, obviously. And, he didn't... I'm, like, shocked that he made that choice with the, Aegislash. Why leave that open? Yeah. Alright, cool. So you can see how this team kind of works. I think you guys are kind of probably seeing, like, the main components here. Blacephalon got him pretty safe, which is really nice. And... alright, so he's going to be Mega Manectric, obviously. So I just don't know... I guess Flamethrower is probably the best route. Let me just check base damage real quick. Because honestly, I don't really know what's higher. Flamethrower at 90. And Shadow Ball 90. I guess we'll go Shadow Ball because it has a chance to lower the special defense. And I'm going to go for a Parting Shot on Manectric. I'm surprised he like made that move with Aegislash. I thought like a King Shield was like definite there, but I mean maybe he was trying to call a read into Blacephalon switch. I mean we are scarfed, so we're gonna outspeed. But ooh, that did really good damage. Just goes for the Snarl. That probably KO. Yeah, Blacephalon dies. You should have mean about Blacephalon. Like, doesn't matter what you do. Like, any attack it really can't take. I mean, I guess that was a Dark type, and, I mean, Manectric isn't, like, a Dark type, obviously, so it wasn't Stab, but you still think that, I mean, like, the way I run my Manectric is it's, like, really, really, like, bulky. That's, like, the way I think that's, like, the best way to run Manectric. I mean, he might have a more offensive set. I guess we'll find out. You probably see a Protect here, but that's fine. I'm just going to lock in with Finny. This is Choice Specs Finny, by the way, if I mentioned that. But obviously we go for the Fake Out here. Just in case he doesn't do it. And we'll go for a Moonblast. Yeah, I mean, this is smart. So, like, basically what he can do here is he can go for the Volt Switch onto Finny, but it still leaves him open to taking, like, a decent hit from Persian. This is, I think it's Dark Glasses. That's, like, the item for it. This will probably hurt. And with the special attack drop he got from the Parting Shot, he might not be able to get a KO here. Yeah, see, like, that's probably, like, the way I run my Manectric, where it's not, like, max special attack, which you can do, but it wouldn't have mattered anyway, because we got KO with Foul Play. Alright, cool. So, you're seeing the new team. I think it's definitely a lot better than the last one we had. I just, like, that team was, like, one of those things where I'm like, this is such a good idea. I came up with so many cool Pokemon that are really going to help Blacephalon out. But, like, that's not what Blacephalon needs. Blacephalon needs a really good, bulky defensive team to work within. Not, like, an entire team built around supporting one incredibly frail Pokemon. So that's probably why I, like, was losing more than I would like to have. And why I just wasn't, like, having a ton of fun with the team. Because every time I played it, I was like, oh, great, Blacephalon's dead. Obviously. So, like, where do we really go from here? I think this will work out a lot better. I also, like, this is a team composition I've really been wanting to try. I really wanted to try out Finny plus Misty Seed Celesteela. And honestly, like, the next Ghost we use is probably going to also work within that kind of a team composition. So this was like, I wanted to practice by using Blacephalon with this team comp. And I think this is really, like, Mega Manectric's really good on a team like this. Because, like, before you Mega Evolve, you have the Volt Absorb, so that really helps out those two. And Mega Manectric, I think, is... Oh, God, PokeAlex. Is this, like, the PokeAlex? I guess we'll find out. Okay, Rain. Rain with Coco, Landorus, and Snorlax. The Snorlax I'm a little worried about. But against Rain, I pretty much always lead Celesteela Finny. And unless he leads with... Actually, even like with the Landorus, I do pretty good damage there. I don't really know what the Lucario does here. I'm guessing that's a Mega Lucario, which I really haven't like come up against too much. I'm going to bring Persian 100% because that helps me with the Snorlax. And because I have Icy Wind on Persian, that deals with the Landorus. What do I want in the back? Mega Manectric's pretty good. Not like amazing, but pretty good. But it struggles against a couple of these mons. I guess I do kind of have to bring it for the Coco. And I guess he's like decent against the rest of the team. I want to bring Blacephalon, but I think we're going to see the Rain mode come, like 100%. And honestly, like, Blacephalon only really does that well against a couple of these Pokemon, so I think we're going to go Manectric. Yeah, I think we'll do that. Let's see how we do. He's like a pretty popular PokeAlex, so let's see if this is the guy we're going against. With that rating, it might be. Let's see, let's see. But yeah, in general, I really like this team a lot. It's super fun to use. I just feel like I have a lot more, like, tools, where before I didn't have it as much. Pelipper Ludicolo. Alright. So I think I'm actually going to be okay here. Yeah, I think we're going to be okay. So, like, Acrobatic Celesteela should be able to one-shot this Ludicolo. And in case he switches the Pelipper out, I kind of want to go for Scald here. Because Scald also, like, breaks Sash, but I guess Moonblast is safer. Moonblast still will do a pretty good amount of damage to most of his team. So the way the Celesteela is, like, EV'd, it always lives a Hydro Vortex and the Rain from Ludicolo after the Misty Sea gets popped. Just goes for Fake Out. Alright. I respect it. I respect it. Ooh, I get burned. That's devastating. Alright. And we got a Focus Sash Pelipper. I was that burn is gonna, like, really bum me out. I mean, I think I still go for the Acrobatics play here. Actually, you know what? Just to, like, scout it out, I'm gonna Protect on this turn. And Moonblast Ludicolo. That burn's gonna kill. Because, like, honestly, like, without the burn, I probably could have done, like, really good damage against that Ludi. But let's see. We might be alright here. We can still come back from this. That was just, like, I hate having a burn Celesteela. That's such a bummer. The one problem with Celesteela's flying type, obviously, is that I still get burned by things like that. Because I'm off the ground. Yeah, so he goes for the Hydro Vortex. I don't know. Thing is, like, he's going to have to double into the Celesteela on the next turn if he wants to kill it. So let's see. Again, I am Specs Finny, so like, I probably should be able to do, like, really good damage here. Alright, yeah. So, like, through Protect, I really didn't do very much. And just go for a Hurricane with Finny. Finny's relatively bulky, so we're going to take that pretty well. I don't know this calc. Alright, that's pretty good damage. And we drop a special attack, which is actually pretty clutch. So, let me... I think I'm like pretty comfortable to go for acrobatics here. And I'm going to Moonblast the Pelipper slot. He could protect the Ludi, but I don't know if he even has protect on a set like this. Usually, like with Ludicolo, you want to run Giga Drain, Fake Out, Ice Beam, and Hydro Pump. I think with a special attack drop, he can't kill a Celesteela. But I guess we'll find out. Ooh, yeah, we live in. Alright, he doubles the Celesteela. Alright, that's enough to kill. That's fine, because like his Ludicolo is so low now. And like Finny like really hasn't been touched this whole game. And now that we've taken out the Pelipper, he doesn't have a way to set up Tailwind or set up Rain again. So let me bring in Persian here. Alright, he doesn't bring in the Coco. So we gotta check my Rain turns here. Alright. So we got 2 turns of Rain left. I'm gonna Fake Out the Coco and try to Moonblast Ludicolo. I just want to get rid of this thing. Ludi switches out and he brings in Landorus. Alright, so any damage into Landorus is good damage. Like, I'll take it. I'm okay with that. And Coco protects. Alright, that's fine. I mean, I'm still pretty happy with Persian's position here. Do we think it's Scarfed Lando? It might be. Based on that. I'm going to go for the Icy Wind play here. And switch a Manectric. I mean, if he goes for the Earthquake, that sucks. But if it's not Scarfed, then I'll KO with Icy Wind. I mean, the Coco is going to be a problem. Like, definitely. Like, I'm aware that the Coco is going to be an issue here, but I think we can kind of play around it. It's been a very good game. I like playing against like high-level players because it's like, they're almost easier to predict, even though if like, you know you're on the back end. Like it's when you play against like lower-ranked players who are just throwing out attacks wildly and like using really weird strategies that you get kind of fucked up. I mean, you might just go for a Dazzling Gleam here. Landers goes for the EQ, so you probably read the Manectric switch in. Ooh, I don't live that. I was hoping I would, but I don't. He kills his own Coco, which is like an insane play to me. Maybe he doesn't think I have a way to kill the Landorus. But I got the Icy Wind, son. Let's see what his last Pokemon is, though. I mean, it's Pelipper, right? Or Ludicolo? I can deal with that. Yeah, so he just has Ludicolo in the back. This was a really, really good game. I was like, I'm happy that we got a game in against like a really good player, and especially like a Rain team. Because honestly, like, one of this team's strengths is the Rain matchup. So I'm gonna go for the foul play here, and the Moonblast, and that should be enough to close out this game. Because I don't think Ludicolo has anything for Finny. He made like a really weird choice to like KO his own Coco. Because I think he should have switched the Coco out and switched Ludicolo in. Because like you didn't really need Ludicolo at that point, but if you had Coco in the end game against Finny, you probably could have won. Let's see though. And we outspeed now because there's no rain. And yeah, alright, cool. Woo! That was a really good game, guys. PokeAlex, that name sounds really familiar. I have a feeling he's either like a higher ranked VGC player or a PokeTuber. I'm not totally sure. If anyone here knows who that is, let me know, because it's one of those things where it's bugging me. I feel like I know that name really well. That was a really good episode, though. You know, we're doing pretty good on time. Let's try to get another battle line. I'm loving this team. This is like a really, really, really fun team to use. And let's move things right along to the next battle. See if we can find anybody. So let's go over the team real quick while we're kind of waiting for another opponent. So Blacephalon is Choice Scarf still. We dropped Mind Blown for Heat Wave because without having... You know how we, like, dropped Gardevoir? Like, now that we don't have, like, a safe way to use Mind Blown, it's not, like, that great of a move. Heat Wave in general is kind of better. We're going against Pikachu. And, you know, just go over the team real quick. It's obviously Mega Manectric. Ooh, I don't like this team. Black Glasses, Alolan Persian, Specs Finny, Misty Seed, Celesteela, and Hydro Vortex Superior. What do I want to do here? This is tricky. This is like a really weird team composition. I kind of want to go Persian Superior. But I don't know how good Superior is in this matchup, really. I kind of see, like, Trick Room being a thing. It's like I'm also kind of forced to bring my Mega Manectric just to deal with his. Because Superior doesn't have a way to hit that Mega Manectric. Let me go Persian Blacephalon, which I haven't really done yet, even though it's probably not great. I'm also going to bring... I think I want to just go with, like, Finny Celesteela. I think that's, like, pretty decent. Persian's going to put in a lot of work here to keep that Persian safe. Alright, let's try it out. I kind of wanted to bring my own Mega Manectric to deal with his, but... Yeah... I mean, he's probably definitely going to bring it, but I have to kind of just, like, go on the offense with it and kind of, like, whittle it down a lot so that Finny can do some work. Parting Shot's going to be big. Ooh, okay, so he goes right for his Trick Room mode, which I'm actually okay with. Alright. I'm going to fake out the Snorlax. And... see, the problem here is that, like... Actually, you know what? No. I'm going to fake out the Gothitelle. And Shadow Ball the Gothitelle. If Snorlax wants to go to +6, I will foul play him into the living ground. I have no problem doing that. And, I mean, this isn't going to KO. It's going to do a lot of damage, but it's not going to KO. Alright, once you go for Belly Drum, perfect. I'm totally okay with that play. Here's the issue. Ally Switch. I'm definitely worried about the Ally Switch. Because here's, like, the turn where you do it. Let's see if he's got it. If he's got the Ally Switch and I don't read it. This move is cancer! It's something. I mean, it's my own fault. I should have read it. On a team like this, why wouldn't you carry it? It's fine though. We go to the Gothitelle. It's just, like, he didn't get his Trick Room up, but if he takes out Persian here, I'm kind of in trouble. Frustration. Into Persian. Oh, Persian baby, live. Oh, thank you. Thank you, God! I'm so happy that we put so many HP EVs into this Persian. We're doing alright here. We can make this work. If he has Protect on the Snorlax, this is the turn to use it. If not, we're in a really good spot. We're just going to Shadow Ball down the Manectric. Let's see if he's got it. If he's got it, then he's giving up having, like, a ground coverage, and what you kind of need on a team like this. So let's see. I'm nervous. Does he have it? Does he have Protect? Protect Snorlax isn't that popular this season. Go ahead and get this. I'm feeling pretty good about it. Magic use Flamethrower. Ooh, I guess I got to protect it there, but I forgot about my speed tiers. He has high horsepower. Alright, we're getting swept by the Snorlax. That sucks. The issue there is that, like, there's no way for me to deal with that Mega Manectric with my current Pokemon, really. Let's bring Celesteela in. Because we've, like, seen his moveset. And now we know that he doesn't have like really great answers for. Actually, like a frustration might do a ton of damage. Let's find out. I mean, it sucks that we're like gonna get probably swept by the Snorlax, but like that's what Snorlaxes do. It's like if you don't deal with them right away, you're probably gonna lose pretty handily to them. All right. I don't even want to go for the Leech Seed. I feel like it's not really worth it. I think I'm going to double in Snorlax on this turn. And the problem too is that like I've put myself in a situation where like his Snorlax can't get burned with Scalds, which would have been great. Just goes for the Flamethrower, which is pretty interesting, honestly. Oh, I get burned. That's terrible. Let's see how much this does. Yeah, I'm losing to this Snorlax. I don't think there's any way I can really beat it. Yeah. God damn it. Snorlax is so good. If he hadn't gone for that ally, I should have read the ally switch. It's just like, honestly, there's no reason for it. I should have read the ally switch. I like knew what was gonna happen, and I still let it happen anyway. Let me try to Leech Seed the Snorlax real quick. It's not gonna work. That would have been like a very like cool pro maneuver if I read the ally switch, but it's just like if I didn't do the ally switch right, I would have like just lost to the Snorlax anyway. So the idea about ally switch, it puts you in this like terrible 50-50 situation that you like don't want to be in. And honestly, I don't think it's like great for the meta to have ally switch be on every Pokemon now. I mean, I guess it's always kind of been on Gothitelle. I think Gothitelle had it in 2015, but it's just annoying. I hate dealing with 50-50s. Especially because like obviously I was in a great position to get rid of that Snorlax if I didn't have to worry about if it was in a completely different position than it was in. But in general, I think we're looking at a pretty good team here. I hope to use it a couple more episodes this week. If you guys like the team, let me know. If you have any suggestions for mons that you think might work better, or maybe like different stuff you want to see on the channel in general. Again, we're building around ghost types, so I'm going to try to build like pretty competitive teams around every ghost type in the format, really. Blacephalon is good. It just needs a very bulky, good core to work around it because it's so frail. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, go ahead and click like. If you're brand new, go ahead and click subscribe. If you don't know, this is the whole channel where we build competitive VGC teams around ghost type Pokemon, and we're going to be working on Blacephalon for a little bit. I did 2 episodes before, but the team was trash, so we're going to do 5 episodes with the current team we're looking at right now. So again, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll catch you guys next time. My name is Rye. See ya!